long did you serve?
8 years, from 2000 to 2008.
Was there anything you miss about it?
I miss the Marine Corps in general. It was a job that I was built to do. It fits my personality, it fits the style of life I run. I do miss it. I miss it all the time, but I don't regret getting out.
Was it rough being away from the family for so long?
That's why I don't regret getting out. The trip out to Afghanistan in 2007, with Theron being 3 months old when I left and a year old when I came home, that was the end of the line for me. When I got off of that bus and I saw the difference between the boy I came home to and the one I left behind, couldn't do it anymore.
So you were happy to be home with William when you had realized you had missed as much as you did with Theron?
Yeah, it was a nice chance to make up for time that I lost with Theron.
Anything that, like, in general, that you miss about being in?
I missed the random traveling. I enjoyed the field ops. It was kind of like going out and camping for a couple weeks. I missed the camaraderie. It really was like a band of brothers. That was a very extended part of my family while I was in.
Anything traumatic that you might have went through while you were in?
Nothing that I felt was too bad. I guess it all depends on your mindset. I mean, I had to deal with incoming fire from mortars and stuff like that while I was in Afghanistan, but you're in a combat zone. If you don't expect it, you went out there unprepared.
Did you ever fear for your life?
Every day. When you're in a combat zone, every day your life is on the line. Every time you turn a corner, it could be the last corner you turn. You get used to keeping your head on a swivel out there. You watch everything and everyone.
Was it hard making things work with Mom while you were gone?
Not really, but I was fortunate. Your mom was a military brat. Your grandpa was in for 13 years. She understood the life. She knew what it entailed when she agreed to marry me. So it made it easier because I didn't have to explain things to her when I would come home and say, hey, I'm packing a bag, I'm leaving, I'll be gone for 2 weeks. See you when I get back. And I used to do that all the time while I was in the service. I'd get to work, I'd get 24 hours notice for a 2-week field op. So it's an interesting lifestyle to have to adjust to.
I don't know, anything like interesting about it that you would want to say?
I think the combat training is really cool. I like the fact that they don't do like most martial arts do, where you spend 6 months learning how to throw a punch. They keep everything basic. This is how you throw a punch. If you can do it with your left, you can do it with your right. If you can do it with your hand, you can do it with a weapon. So we speed up the training probably 5 times faster than most of your martial arts classes do. But that's also a part of the training. You're training for war, you're training for combat, intense, fast-paced. You don't have time to wait around and figure it out. You have to know what to do in an instant.
Do you think training and stuff like that is different today than it was back then?
I would imagine it is. It was different when I was in than it was for the Marines that I had talked to that served before me. Used to hear a lot of what I heard called the Old Corps, which was the philosophy I lived by. I believed in the Old Corps rules. You kept things in-house, you handled it within the family. You didn't spend a lot of time on paperwork and garbage like that. The New Corps, it's softer. They started this process of a kinder, gentler Marine Corps, and I understand what they're trying to do, but that is not how we got our name. The world's military didn't fear the Marine Corps because we were nice guys. They feared us because we were brutal.
You miss driving like the big machines? Did you ever get to do that?
I was a licensed Humvee driver and an explosive driver while I was in. I actually learned to drive a truck and trailer with 6,000 pounds of explosives strapped to the back. I had never driven one before.
Did that scare you?
Oh yeah, I had ditches on both sides. If I'd have hit either one of those ditches, that'd have been it.
Wow.